Hi and welcome to All Things Football. This is my game week 2 review. It's been an interesting week in the Premiership this past week. I'm going to quickly run through the scores of the past week. So we had Cardiff Newcastle first up on Saturday lunchtime kickoff. This was a bit of a dreary game. It ended up 0-0. I think Newcastle had a player sent off in the end, and Kennedy missed a penalty. Donut. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that game. So we'll move on to the lunchtime kickoffs at Everton. Everton will host in Southampton at one of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Everton ran off 2-1 winners with goals from Theo Walker and Richarlison. Danny Ings did manage to get one back for Southampton. However, Morgan Schneiderlin and Theo Walker also assisted in the goals for Everton. And out Southampton, we had Mario Lemina was awarded an assist for the Southampton goal. And the other game, we had Leicester face Wolverhampton. Leicester ran off 2-0 victory against Wolves, but it was quite a bit of an eventful game with Jamie Vardy being sent off for a nasty challenge. We had an own goal from Matt Doherty, and James Maddison managed to open his account in the Premiership. He looked pretty good at the game against Man United, and I think he's one to watch in the Premiership this season. He managed to close the game out and score in the 66th minute, and they managed to keep Wolverhampton at bay for the rest of the game. We had an assist also awarded for Ricardo Pereira in this game, and that was pretty much it for that game. So we now move on to Tottenham against Fulham. Tottenham ran off 3-1 winners with goals from Lucas Moura, Kieran Trippier and Harry Kane. Trippier scored a brilliant free kick. Kane managed to finally break his duck and get a goal in August. We had assists from Eric Lamela. We also had one goal from Fulham from Mitrovic and an assist from Ryan Sessegnon. Now the next game we have West Ham against Bournemouth. Now West Ham defensively were quite shaky against Liverpool. Again, they seem to have been proven here with the game against Bournemouth, where they lost at home with goals from Callum Wilson and Steve Cook, and a penalty scored by Marko Arnautovic. We also have assists from Steve Cook and Ryan Fraser in both the Bournemouth goals. Bournemouth look pretty good, although West Ham still need to sort things out at the back. So we'll move on to the Chelsea and Arsenal game. This was a crazy game to watch because I'm an Arsenal fan, obviously, but Arsenal went down to 2-0 down with goals from Pedro and Alvaro Morata in the first half, but quickly made a quick comeback just before the half time with goals from Henrik Mkhitaryan and Alex Iwobi. Those that owned Aubameyang must have been kicking themselves because he missed, I think, 2 sitters. Is it 2 or at least 1 glaring sitter in that game? But goal from Marco Alonso just snatched it right at the death. We had assists from Marco Alonso and Azpilicueta, Eden Hazard and Henrik Mkhitaryan. We now move on to the Sunday games. So we had Burnley hosting Watford. Burnley lost to Watford for about 3-1. Burnley are usually quite known for their defensive strength, should I say, but not in this game. Watford was able to undo their back line 3 times with goals from Andre Gray, Troy Deeney and Will Hughes. James Tarkowski did get one back for Burnley, but that just seems to be a consolation. We had assists from Troy Deeney, Abdullah Dakore, and for Burnley, we had Johan Berg Goodmanson, I think that's his name. We had an assist from him. So now move on to the other big game on Sunday, which was Man City against Huddersfield. This was an absolute rout from Man City. I mean, Huddersfield did manage to hold them out for about 20 odd minutes, but then the goals started raining in. Sergio Aguero. He did manage to get his 9th Premiership hat trick in that game. We also had goals from Jesus, David Silva, and an own goal from Kongolo right at the death. We had Stankovic did manage to pull one back from Huddersfield, but that was pretty much a consolation. And the assists, we had Edison, Mendy again getting up there and assisting, and we also had an assist from Steve Mounier from Huddersfield. So the other big surprise game on Sunday was the Brighton game against Man United. I mean, Man United have looked quite shaky, I admit. Even in the game against Leicester, I was surprised they came off of a victory because Leicester played really well and probably should have left with something from that game. But they were visiting Brighton, and Brighton pretty much knew how to handle them. This is the second time Man United has lost at Brighton. They did so last season as well. The goals came from the Brighton side of things. The goals came from Glenn Murray and Shane Duffy in the first sort of first half hour. Lukaku, they managed to pull one back, but then we had another goal, penalty from Pascal Gross just at the death, just before half time. And then Paul Pogba, right before the end of the game, managed to square it up to 3-2. Not square it up, but managed to get one back at 3-2, up to 3-2, which was a penalty as well. We had an assist from Solly March and Anthony Knockaert. And the last game for this game week is Crystal Palace hosting Liverpool. Now, Crystal Palace are always known to be a bogey team for Liverpool, but unfortunately things just didn't seem good to go right for them today. The first goal scored by James Milner when Salah was brought down in the penalty area, and the second goal was scored by Sadio Mane when Salah squared off Mane in a counter-attack move stemming from I believe was a Crystal Palace corner. Wan-Bissaka was unfortunately sent off. This was due to a counter-attack that was made by Salah, and Wan-Bissaka denying Salah a goal scoring opportunity and brought him down. Didn't seem to be anything malicious in it, but unfortunately it was a goal scoring opportunity, and which was eventually led to a straight red, much to my annoyance. So yeah, that was pretty much this game week, guys. So now let's have a look at my total tally for the game week. Now, with that all done and said for game week 2, this is how my team squared up with the point tally. Robertson and Mendy at the back did quite well for me. Bennett on the other hand, not so well. We all know Wan-Bissaka got sent off. In fact, fun fact is Wan-Bissaka was not even on my team. He was on the bench for this game week. However, because Sanchez didn't play this week and Hudson-Odoi didn't play, I had Hudson-Odoi on the bench, and Sanchez for some reason didn't travel to Huddersfield. That then translated to me having to get a -2 points to Wan-Bissaka, so that did affect my total points tally in the end. Richarlison came good, Salah came good as well. Unfortunately, I did have a captaincy on Aguero, so I was able to cash in on that. So yeah, I was happy with that all in all. My game week total was 79 points. Not bad, could have been better, but not bad. Just above the average points average for this game week. I think the highest points was 153 points. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. Look out in the middle of the week, sometime later on this week, for my game week 3 preview, so to speak, or final game week selections. There's some players on my team who are definitely up for the chop. I might have to take a bit of a points minus on some of my transfers, but we'll talk about that later in this week. Anyways, have a good day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.